Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty for You with Danielle, and today is going to be a tutorial, hair tutorial. I got a few requests for me to do the different styles that I wore in my Tangy Orange picture slideshow. So, all three of the styles was done with using the Sensational Instant Updo in the HZU008. And I got this one in the color number 2. And it's a very, very easy style. This is what the hairpiece looks like. It was really, really tightly curled, but what I did was I finger combed it a lot to mimic my natural hair. And what I like about the Sensational Instant Updos, their drawstring ponytails, it has a very large, wide comb in the front and a small comb in the back with the drawstring. And the cap is really large because if you have a lot of hair, you can, it just gives you room to play with. And now that my hair is growing a lot more, you know, it's just easier for me to create different styles. So we're going to be using that. But the first thing is, I've already put my hair up in a ponytail. So you want to put your hair up in a ponytail. But before you do that, please make sure that you moisturize your hair. And what I used, and you always want to start with clean hair, of course. So I've already shampooed and conditioned my hair. I actually did that this morning. And while it was wet, I used some of my carrot oil. It's a root moisturizing hair lotion, and it's by Hollywood Beauty, and it works very well. I use that, and I also use by Organics. It's a hair mayonnaise, and this is actually by Africa's Best. So I use this. It's a very creamy hair mayonnaise. You can actually use this as a conditioner also. For my scalp, for just like in the middle section, because sometimes, you know, if you're going to keep your hair in an updo, you want to make sure that you moisturize your scalp, especially in the middle. So I just use my Softy Mango Butter. You can use any type of hair oil or grease that you like. So I like to use this on my scalp. So I did put that in the middle of my scalp. And for gel, I used my Eco Styler gel. It's brown because I mixed up some of my Softy hair gel, what I had left, and I wanted to use this up before I open a new one. So I just used my Eco Styler gel, and I also used by Africa's Best also. This is a olive oil polishing styling gel. It's very, very light. It reminds me somewhat of the Fantasia gel. Very light. So whatever gel you use, and whatever you use to moisturize your hair, make sure you do that first. And brush your hair up in a ponytail. And the hair bands that I use is just these stretchy bands like this. I use these because I can wrap these around my ponytail about 3 times to get a really nice tight ponytail, but it's not too tight. So you just use any type of elastic band that you have. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first style we're going to do is we're going to place this, and you guys, I'm going to be looking into my monitor because my mirror broke. So I don't have a mirror, so I'm going to be using my monitor as a guide. So what you want to put your ponytail about midway. You can actually bring it up higher if you choose to, or you can just leave it, you know, however high or low you want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the combs, I want them to be about right here. So I'm going to put them right there into the hair. And I take the drawstring and instead of wrapping it around, because I don't want my head too tight, I just tuck it under the cap. after I pull it a little bit. Now I believe that one way that I wore this was like this. Because you can actually rock this ponytail piece down. I really wish I had my mirror, but I'm going to do the best I can by looking into my monitor. So this is really one way that you can wear this ponytail piece, is like this, or you can take some of the hair off and take some of the hair here in the front and kind of like pin down. And you will need bobby pins as well as hairpins, but I prefer to use bobby pins, and I like to use the long bobby pins, the jumbo ones. And here's a bigger one. So I like to use these two size bobby pins. So for the first style, we're going to just create a bun. So I'm going to take all the hair and move it to the front. And you want to, you know how you take your hair and you kind of like want to start creating a bun. By just tucking and pinning. Okay guys, I had to change scenery here because I have a wall mirror. So what I did was I just continued to tuck the hair and pin it. Now I didn't put as many bobby pins in it as I normally would because I'm doing this tutorial. But you just shape and mold and tuck and pin. Tuck and pin. That's all I did. Okay? And I'll turn around so you guys can see. And normally, I would actually tie my hair down first before I would apply this. But my hair, you know, is not staying up. It's starting to fall down. So this makes you look like you have a textured bun. So we're going to move on to the next hairstyle. So let me take this down. Okay, for the next style, what you want to do is you want to leave some of the hair out in the front to make it look like it was a bang. So you just section off how big and small you want your bang. And I think I want about this much hair. I think that's enough for me. And with the rest of the hair, let me just do this real quick. Okay. With the rest of the hair, you want to begin to create another bun. But what I like to do is I take the hair in the direction that I'm going to twist it around, and I just kind of like twist it, and I kind of like twist the hair around and kind of like make this sloppy looking bun, basically. And it does not have to be neat. And you just take your bobby pins and pin it down. And voila, this is the other hairstyle that I had. Very easy, very simple. Now if you want more hair, if you want to do the hair where it's really like in your face, you know, I don't like hair in my face, so, you know, you can do it like that if you like, but, and that's it. You can actually take this bun, the way that I twisted it around, you can do that like the way that I did it the first time. You can do it the same way, you just leave hair out. I mean, scratch what I just said, because that didn't even make any sense. But what I meant was take it and just, you know, not leave any hair out and just twist it around. And this is your second hairdo.